What is up, guys? It's Dons here, and today we are back with another FIFA 18 video. Now, as you guys know, Winter One to Watch is coming. I believe it's coming around the 1st to the 5th of February. It's predicted to be the 3rd, but I don't want to be sure of it because EA can literally release it whenever they want within that week. Usually the FIFA 18 calendar and database that I use is really good with their predictions, so I'm hoping that it does drop on the 3rd. If it does, then it's going to be great because I've got quite a few investments on this account and on my other account as well, my trading account. So I'm just going to be showing you guys basically the basic things to do in order to maximize the amount of profit that you can basically get during the One to Watch winter and just before. So I just want to start out by saying, with the Winter One to Watch upgrades, they're going to be the same as the One to Watch that we had at the start of the year in terms of the way that their prices fluctuate. The way people buy them is because people want to buy them when they think they're going to do well in the game. So say, for instance, we know or we think Alexis Sanchez is going to get one. If it's Manchester United versus, say, for instance, a less skilled team in the Premier League, and he is selected as a starter, people are going to buy his card because they think he's going to perform well, or basically if he does perform well in the game, they might be swayed to think he might get a team of the week, so they'll buy him. That's when the One to Watch card will be at its highest, as we know. So what you guys want to do is you want to make sure to buy either when there's no hype around that player, or just after the player has quote unquote flopped the hype. So say, for instance, everyone did go out and buy One to Watch Sanchez, and then he didn't do anything, had like 5 touches, didn't get any assists, any goals, nothing, he just had a bad game, then people would likely to sell him, and that will bring his price all the way back down. So it's times like that when you want to buy the new One to Watch players, because their prices are going to be at the lowest when there is no hype around them. So next thing is who to buy. I wouldn't suggest buying anyone above 300,000 coins unless you've got loads and loads of coins. If you've got absolute millions, then definitely go ahead and buy those players. But you want to be trading or making investments in the players that are in between 15,000 coins and maybe 200 and 250,000 coins. Reason being is because even if it does flop, one, you're not losing all of your coins, and you're not investing every single thing that you have into one card. Say, for instance, you've got 200k sitting there in your account, nothing to do with it, and there's a One to Watch, say for instance Vitolo, because Vitolo's just moved to Atletico Madrid. Say for instance Vitolo is going for about 50,000, 60,000 coins. You could buy 2 of him for 45,000 coins on a snipe, and then if he flops and his price does drop, it's probably only going to drop to about 40,000 coins at the minimum. So you're only losing out on 7,000 coins after the tax, which is a lot better than, say for instance, spending 1.2 million on a One to Watch Neymar, and then he flops and he drops down to 1 million and you're losing 200k. So definitely make sure to always go for minimum profit loss, so that even if it does fail, you still gain at least a little bit of coins in terms of the investment instead of the loss. So what that means for One to Watch winter when it drops is definitely look out for those players that are in decent leagues, possibly the top 5 if not the 3 outside of it, which are usually like the Turkish league, the Russian league in my opinion, and the MLS, because those players do hold some value throughout times of the year when they're required. Also, if there are any players that have good all-round stats, that do play well in real life as well as on FIFA, buy them for your team. You can just use them in your team, and throughout the year, if they do manage to get an upgrade, you can either choose to sell them and make a slight profit, or you can keep them and just keep the better card. That is what I have been doing throughout the year. I've got a few One to Watch cards that I just use as super subs, or that I just like having in my club, and if they do happen to get an upgrade, it's even a better benefit for me. Now, when these actually do drop, guys, there are going to be certain players, depending on when One to Watch winter upgrade becomes available, that aren't going to be or have been on the market for very long. These are players like Alexis Sanchez, Mkhitaryan, anyone that's just recently made their transfer. Their FIFA card won't have been on the market for very long. What this means is, say for instance you pack a normal Sanchez and there's 6 other Sanchez's on the market. His price might be, I don't know, I'm going to give an estimate at about 200,000 coins for his Manchester United version. And then the Winter One to One drops, and there's One to Watch drops, and there's still only 10 or so Sanchez's on the market. His normal card is going to be out of packs, so his value is going to rocket. So if you have enough coins to buy these players that you know are going to be high in value and high in demand, definitely go out and pick up either 1, to as many as you can afford, because once they're not in packs and their demand raises, they're going to be going for a lot more. I've seen a lot of times where players have gone to even their maximum price. Even Valencia at the start of the year, I think he started off the year with an inform, so his normal card was no longer in packs, and he is actually, up until this date, still held that 30 to 60,000 coin price match or price tag. So definitely, if you have the coins to invest in those kind of players like Alexis Sanchez, Mkhitaryan, or anyone else who has completed a transfer move within the last couple of days, definitely go and pick up a few of their cards, because their price will definitely go up. Last thing is, when you do buy a one to watch card, regardless of it was one that was at the start of the year or a winter one to watch card, make sure that you watch their price ranges and how their price has fluctuated throughout the days. What I'll do is I'll leave a link to Footbin in the description, so you guys will be able to do that. All you've got to do is basically check their price, see if it's moving up or moving down. If it's moving up and you see that it's at the highest that it's been in the last couple of days, you don't want to buy then. That means the hype has already began. If it's on a decrease, I would check how long it's been on a decrease for, see if there's been any trend in the decrease. So say for instance it's gone down 2 days, it was 40k at the start, and then it's dropped down to 30k over 2 days, and then it went back up to 35 and now dropped back to 30. I would definitely buy it around 30,000 coins, because that means that is what it's called is resting value. So it won't drop anything below that, but if it does increase, you can sell and make minimum profit there as well. So those are basically just the smallest tips in terms of trading for one to watch. And there's one more tip which I want to give you guys as well. I haven't heard a lot of traders talk about it, maybe just one or two, which is quite strange because it's one of the most obvious ones. And that is definitely when you are sniping or trying to mass bid or make just a small profit, go for the littlest profit that you can make possible. What I'll do is I'll show you an example as well on screen now. If you guys, say for instance, want to snipe a Koscielny, Koscielny does sell for about 3,000 coins to 4,000 coins the last time I was looking at trading with him. And okay, he's gone up now a little bit, but 5,000 coins. Say for instance he sells for 5,400 coins exactly, and that is his minimum buy now price, which it seems to be. Don't try and knock it all the way down to 4,800 and then try and snipe him there. Likelihood is it's going to take you ages to even find a card, yet alone snipe it at that price range. What I would do is I would go to the absolute minimum which you can make profit, which is 5,100 coins to make 100 coins profit, and I would snipe around there. See, already I've got one, and I did actually manage to snipe it, even though I was a bit longer. I thought I was going to miss that. So I would definitely snipe around that bracket. Therefore, when I list it up, I still make minimum profit, but it just increases the amount of times that I will see a Koscielny at that price range, rather than being all the way down at 4,500. Because by the time I do actually find one for that and manage to snipe it, I could have already bought 10 of these ones for 5,000 or 5,100 and made the same amount of profit in that time period. So definitely try and make minimum profit. It's the best way, I believe, to make quick profit, fast profit, and make coins as quick as possible in FIFA 18. Anyway, guys, this has been my first FIFA 18 trading video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have learned something, or if this has made you money, definitely please leave a like down below. It takes 1 second and it helps me out as well. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscription button. That would be great. You'll be the first person to see my next videos as well. I'm going to be possibly doing a double upload today as well, depending on a few factors. I'm not going to give away too much right now, but if it is released, then I've got a very nice squad coming out for you guys later. So hope you guys have enjoyed. It's been Dons, and goodbye.